Hey everybody, this is Arrington. Today I want to talk about some of the different roles the guitar can hold when playing funky stuff. And we're going to do this with a looper and just kind of see how all this stuff stacks up together and how, kind of multiple guitar parts can work. But I usually think of parts in one of three categories, at least to kind of launch from. I'm not saying that this is all there is, but this is usually where I start. So the first category is skanky stuff, and that's kind of when you're, strumming through a lot of strings or strumming chords, doing the quintessential funky thing that we're used to hearing the guitar do. That kind of stuff. And yeah, it tends to, it's just what we're kind of used to hearing. It's where most of us tend to kind of start from when we have to play something funky. So that's category one. The second category is pick lines. So this is like single note ticky-tack things, and like the guitar part from Thriller is a good example. Stuff that's kind of usually muted or back here by the bridge, just single note stuff, so it's not taking up a lot of space. It can kind of sneak into other parts and provide some interest and some motion, and or support things and do any of that stuff. And then the third category is going to be like textures and pads. So as there's a big swath of funky active stuff happening, sometimes it could be nice to do stuff like this. Things that have longer sounds and aren't as short, and it kind of provides a bed for the other stuff to sit on. It's also good for, effects. I don't have any effects right now, but, wah parts and phasers and delays and reverbs and all that stuff can be cool too, to use that. So I've got this loop. Let's see if I get lucky and come up with cool stuff to put over it. Basically the bass line that I just kind of threw down goes like this. Like that, and the the drum beat that we're getting will have a different pitch on one, so that'll kind of maybe help you know where you're at. But so far that's all we got, so let's take a listen to it. Okay, not the most inspiring thing in the world, but it'll work. Let's see if we can make it cooler. So I'm gonna start with the skanky part, because that's where I would naturally think to start. So I'm gonna brainstorm for a second. Let's see if I can find something I like. All right, I just kind of went for it. So yeah, I guess that's what we're using. So let's listen to that a little more. Not my best, but it'll have to do. So now let's try a pick line. Let's see if I can do something else in there. There we go. Yeah, that's kind of cool. All right, I like that. Let's try that. Let's see, one more round. Let's hit it. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's stack that. I kind of like that. Okay, so now I've got two pick lines and a skanky part. I'm gonna add a little bit more up top. Yeah, let's just do that. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now I've got a little bit more happening up top. So now I've got 2 skanky parts and 2 pick lines. So I need some pads. I need something that's gonna balance us out a little bit. So yeah, let's try this. I'm gonna do this chord. Okay, so this is like a D minor. This is like a D minor 11, hanging out here around the 10th fret. I'm just gonna use the top part. Okay. So yeah, let's see if I can come up with something that'll, you know, settle us down a little bit. Yeah, okay, I kind of like that. Needs a little more support. Let's try something lower. All right, one more little pad thing. So that was actually kind of a skanky part, but I was using it in a paddy way. So now we have this mess of guitars, and this may be absolutely too much, but it's kind of cool. You can hear how different parts do different things. So when I come up with a loop like this, I might kind of take a step back and be like, well, okay, should I shave some of these parts down? Or probably what I would do if I was practicing is now I have something kind of fun to improvise over. Yeah. So anyhow, yeah, it's just like this stuff is kind of fun. So I highly encourage you to, you know, mess with loops, try and build some of this stuff on your own, but experiment and be creative. Basically, my rhythm playing got considerably better when I started doing this stuff, and I always need to do it more. But when you have to listen back to what you're doing and, you know, be forced with where it sits and how it feels, you tend to become more aware of it. And if you're more aware of it, it tends to get better. So anyways, hope this helps. Take care. See you next time. Bye.